ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਜਸਟਿਨ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਵੱਲੋਂ ontario ਦੇ ਕੈਮਬ੍ਰਿਜ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੋਣ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕਲਾਈਮੇਟ ਚੇਂਜ ਤੇ ਗ੍ਰੀਨ ਐਨਰਜੀ ਦਾ ਹੋਕਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾਅਵਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਲ 2025 ਤੱਕ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਬਦਲਾਅ ਕਰ ਦੇਵਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਮੁਲਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰਿਕ ਕਾਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੱਡਾ ਭੰਡਾਰ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ। ਇਸ ਮੌਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਪ੍ਰਪੋਜ਼ਲ ਦਿੰਦਿਆਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੁਭਾਉਣ ਦੀ ਭਰਪੂਰ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ।
Will be zero emission by 2035. To get there, we'll invest in made-in-Canada models, create more charging stations, and ensure that these vehicles are affordable. From the start of your day to the end, we've got a plan to keep our air clean and keep people voting. Now, there is a lot you can do in your everyday life to fight climate change. But let's be realistic. Over a quarter of Canada's emissions come from our oil and gas sector. We need the leadership of these industries to decarbonize our country. That's why we'll make sure oil and gas emissions don't increase and instead go down with achievable milestones every 5 years from now until Canada reaches net zero in 2050. And to ensure no one gets left behind, we'll invest $2 billion for workers and communities in Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Newfoundland and Labrador so local economies can continue to prosper. We know people get it. We know people want their kids to have good jobs. So we'll be there to invest and help communities thrive in a transformed economy. Because our plan for climate, it's also a plan for jobs. My friends, together, we get to decide the future we want to build. For workers here and right across the country. For kids like Emily. And frankly, I don't even want to think about what happens if Aaron O'Toole were in charge. He has said it directly. He would go back to the Harper era of weak plans for climate and no plans for jobs. Canada lost a decade to the previous government. And after the progress we've made since, we can't lose the next 4 years too. Do you think that the worker looking for a job has time to wait? That the student who's taken to the streets will just sit by? Think about it. There is a generation of young people voting for the first time in this election who don't remember what the Stephen Harper era was like. You see everything that we've done as in the last 6 years as a baseline. And you know that we need to go further. I hear you. The sirens in the background may remind us that this is a climate emergency. That's why we will move faster and be bolder. Because as you remind me every single day, you as young people from coast to coast to coast, yes, this is an emergency, and no, half measures won't do.